Okay, today's garage cooking challenge is pheasant gumbo. It's a Cajun dish, and the ingredients are a couple stalks of celery, chicken broth, or this is pheasant broth that I boiled down from previous birds. I'm using a yellow pepper, vice a green one, because I've got green okra and I've got red tomatoes, so that'll make it visually appealing. Also, I like them better. Some okra. Use some olive oil making the roux, a can of diced tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of flour, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, half to most of an onion, depending on how much onion you like. This is 3 pheasant breasts, which might make me a little bit light on the pheasant meat. Andouille sausage, I'm not sure if I'll use all this, at least half. And secret ingredient, smoked oysters. Which is a trick I learned from a fellow at the skeet range. So I'll brown the meat up, take it out, make the roux. Get critique from Rhonda on the roux because you have to cook it just right and you can ruin it. And then we'll put it on the crock pot and let it go for 4 hours on high or 8 on low. In the woods, I would cook this in a pressure cooker. Cook it for 15 minutes or so and then let it naturally cool until the pressure came down, and that would turn out pretty well. But since I have access to a pressure cooker or to a crock pot and a outlet, I'm going to cook it there more slowly, which I think will make it a little bit smoother and taste a little better. While you're cutting up the pheasant breast, there's this tendon that runs down the meat, and you'll want to peel that tendon out of there. It's pretty tough. But the way I cut up the breasts is I'll cut them along lengthwise, like this. Watch for shot. And the shot will also, when it hits a bird, will pull some feathers into the meat. And pick those out too. They're not appealing to the more genteel crowd. But cut up the breast like that. Get them ready to go in the frying pan. I've got the ingredients all ready to go. Cut up 3 pheasant breasts, about 3/4 of a pound. Well, yeah, 3/4 of a pound of andouille sausage. Cut peppers, cut celery, onion, okra. I'll put the tomatoes in when we put it in the thing. Oysters yet to add. So now I'm going to cook up the pheasant meat, and then after that we'll build a roux. Okay, I've cooked the pheasant meat. Got the andouille sausage in there now, putting in the vegetables. We're going to kind of brown them. Mayday, mayday, it's avalanche season. Well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but cook all this up. You might want to eat some of the celery so you can say you had your salad all day. And hopefully it will all fit. If it doesn't, I have my pressure cooker as an emergency retrograde. I think we're going to be fine. I've got all the materials out, and I'm going to put some more oil in here. And add the flour. Sprinkle it so it doesn't lump up. And then you got to keep this stirring. I'm going to turn the heat down. And what we're trying to do is police up all the bits in here. If you screw this up, you have to start over. Okay, so that's the right color. Here comes the tomato stuffing. And then I'll add the pheasant broth that still has a lump of ice in it, but that'll be gone soon. Okay, as this comes to a boil, I will put the cayenne pepper in. And while we're waiting, I'm going to put the oysters in, but I don't want all the juice from them, just the oysters themselves. So this is all ready to put in the crock pot. I would pour that, and then you would understand why Rhonda makes me cook in the garage. Well, going for it. Voila. So here we are. We'll have a look. Time is up. That looks like it came out really good. Add some salt to taste. And that is some good pheasant gumbo. You can make it with chicken or any other light meat.